I haven't been super wild about the vlogs I've been making lately. The issue is, I feel like I've been mailing it in. And if I'm being honest with myself, I 100% have been. For a reason, but I would like to break that habit. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that, but I figure I'll figure it out. Usually that means shooting until I feel like I've got enough to tell some kind of story, or pick something I like to practice, like using my gimbal's waypoint feature. Or maybe it's a couple things, using the waypoint feature and talking to the camera. That's it for today's practice. So I'm just walking on a morning walk. Look out. There's just like this ray of light, a beam of light, just coming from the sky to one area over there. I wish I had something more profound to say about it, but I don't. Oh, it's gone now. Lucky that I looked up in time. What's funny is I hadn't planned on starting to vlog today, but I'd also felt like what I haven't been doing is vlogging throughout the day. And I feel like the best parts of my vlogs are when I vlog throughout the day and just have a bunch of footage to work with. My challenge with the vlogging throughout the day is I feel like I should talk as I vlog, at least in part. But if I talked for too long, because I try to cut these videos into 60-second segments so that I can post them as shorts too, they need to be complete as 60-second segments. So if I'm telling a story throughout the day and it ends up stitching together into like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that's not gonna work. This right here might be too long. I'm gonna try to do things a little bit differently with the work today. I still have my day job work to get done, but I'm also gonna try to pick out times to work on things for the business or just get in some creative practice. On the business side, I have a webinar that I signed up for that's about how to build a creative business. I'm gonna watch that and knock out some email for the day job, because what are day jobs if not email management?
Everybody can see the screen. Okay, so today we are going to go over my 3-step creative profit process. So we have get clear, get organized, and get loud. And my cat is joining us, it looks like.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you learned something new.
So that was actually helpful. The two main things that were most helpful, one, just being able to have the client process broken out into the individual steps, 14 of them, just as I start working with clients, being able to have that in mind as I figure out what the right process for me would be. The other one, what's your ideal customer profile? That's something I've been struggling with because I haven't figured out, is it local businesses? Is it other, creators or people who are trying to promote their own businesses, but by effectively being influencers? And maybe that's what it is, like small businesses trying to market themselves through the founder. So it's like this hybrid between small business and influencers, where for the business, the end goal isn't just getting people to watch them on YouTube or Instagram or what have you, but using Instagram, YouTube, TikTok to promote their actual business. So I guess it's like small business marketing. I need to think over it some more, but glad I spent that time on this webinar. I swear, I am doing work for the day job today, but I just don't feel like showing myself doing emails for this video. Between the emails, I helped Andrea set up for a video that she's doing to promote her own business. This is the lighting setup. I had this light coming in from the big window, which was gonna be effectively my key light, but clouds are coming in and out today, and so I didn't want the lighting to change as she was filming. So to create a more consistent overall lighting, Had the 100D with the big lantern, and that's just set to 100% just to fill out the room. We're going for more of a high key look, so to fill in the shadow side of her face, rather than P60C. And then just to add a little personality to the shot, put the T2C overhead and set it to like a lavender color so that it doesn't feel super plain and just like a, I don't know, like a doctor's office. And this more or less is what the final shot looked like. So earlier I was talking about not knowing what my ideal customer profile is. And then of course I help Andrea with a video that she's making to promote her own small business. And afterwards it clicks for me, oh, Andrea is my ideal customer. Someone who's building up a small business or has their own small business and sees video as the way in which they want to market it, and that they want to be the face of that marketing or are best positioned to be the face of the marketing. So it's like this hybrid between small business owner and influencer, I guess. So we did that today, which is progress. Now back to the day job. One of the trickier things about stepping up the vlog is just how much longer it takes to then edit when I'm filming as much as I can, or trying to. Especially when I'm trying to edit, but then the sunrise looks cool. So it's like, oh, I should get some cool shots of the sunrise, which I guess will start this next vlog. But no, I still gotta edit today's vlog, yesterday's vlog, whatever. The current one, that'll go up before this one goes out. I have a call in 18 minutes. I don't know what else I was going to say.
Very excited to welcome our keynote speaker, Karen X. Cheng, to the stage.
Amazing. So, first question, how do I frame this question? How do you come up with ideas like that?
I mean, when you're starting out, I think you just have to experiment and you have to fail yourself in order to get an intuition for what works. And then I tried the stop motion of the images. And then it took me a while to figure out, like, okay, which way do I wiggle it to get it to work?
I think that brings our conversation pretty much to an end. Thank you so much for sharing your work and sharing your time with us today.
Thank you so much.
So my favorite part of all that was when she broke down her process for doing this 3D analog video. But I had a hard time kind of understanding what she was saying, or like what part of the process she was explaining. But because I took notes, and because this app that I'm using, Notability, also records audio and transcribes audio, I was able to go back, read the transcript of what she was talking about, check over my notes, and then watch the video. And it makes sense because this is stop motion. So they took photos of her holding the photos, and it's this part. And then she just used After Effects to arrange those to be a match cut. So now I'm like, why didn't that make sense the first time around? That seems really straightforward. I don't know, maybe I'm just tired. But cool thing to try.